Hello everyone. This is Sheetal Sanghvi, child parent counselor, and he is Dr. Rishi Sanghvi, a very well known pediatrician, and my husband too. And together we are going to talk about COVID in children. So tell me, Dr. Rishi Sanghvi, how common is COVID in children?
Well, the second wave which has hit our country this time in 2021, many children are found to be symptomatic as compared to the first wave in 2020 where most of the children were asymptomatic.
Okay. So could you please tell the viewers commonly what do we see symptoms?
The most common symptoms are of COVID are just like of any viral illness, a child having fever which is lasting for more than 4 or 5 days without any obvious cause,
Okay.
cough, cold, vomiting, loose motions or abdominal pain.
Okay, so it could be any one or all of these?
It could be anyone or it could be a combination of these symptoms.
Okay, fine. And I'm sure when we talk about children, you must be getting a lot of children who are infants also. So, many a times mother is breastfeeding. So, is it advisable if mother gets COVID then she can breastfeed the child?
Well, firstly, if the mother is positive and she is asymptomatic, that is she is under home isolation, then she should definitely take care of the child and continue breastfeeding. Of course, wearing a mask, proper N95 mask, covering her nose and the mouth.
Okay.
Sanitizing her hands before handling the child and after. Maintaining social distancing.
Okay.
Yeah, but if the mother is sick and she requires hospitalization, then in that scenario, obviously she can't breastfeed.
Right.
Then a call has to be taken after speaking to the pediatrician. Also, if a mother is under home quarantine and is breastfeeding, then she should notify her physician or the doctor who's treating her that she is breastfeeding, so that certain medicines, especially favipiravir, should be avoided to the mother as it gets secreted in the mother's milk.
Oh, okay, fine. And we do see joint families, or some cases grandparents are living in other homes. So is it advisable to leave the child, an infant or a toddler or any child, to the house of grandparents, or giving in the custody of grandparent when the mother turns COVID positive?
Well, I have got a lot of questions from my parents regarding this. This should not be done.
Okay.
The primary reason being children are super spreaders or silent carriers.
Okay.
Maybe they might not have any symptoms when the mother is positive, but they are passively transferring the virus from the mother to their parents or the grandparents or the in-laws if the child goes to their in-law grandparents' place. So this should totally be avoided.
Oh, okay, fine. And another question is, many a times a parent is positive, okay? Then in that case, I have heard these things that they want to start zinc and multivitamins to their children also. So what is your take about this entire D3, multivitamins and zinc?
Well, the parents need to know that if your child is absolutely fine, doesn't have any symptoms, there is no harm in starting all these multivitamins, but don't give it with the perspective that if I give my child zinc, vitamin D and calcium and other supplements, that my child will never get COVID.
Oh.
They do act as immunity boosters, but they will not prevent in your child getting COVID.
Right.
So there is no harm in taking it.
Okay, fine. And what about the vaccination with regards to COVID in children?
Unfortunately, as of now, the vaccination is only for adolescents and elderly above 18 years of age.
Right.
There is a study which is going on in Israel wherein they are giving vaccination to children between 12 to 18 years of age.
Okay.
So hopefully by the end of this year, the Indian vaccine should be available for children.
Alright. And I'm sure our viewers would like to know, since we are talking about vaccination, what about the other regular vaccinations and boosters?
Well, this regarding this scenario, the parent needs to have a one-to-one discussion with their pediatrician,
Okay.
and the pediatrician will guide you which are the important or the necessary vaccines which cannot be delayed. Of course, there are certain vaccines which can be delayed for 15 days or 1 month or not more than that.
Okay.
Looking at the current scenario, yeah, but if your building is in lockdown or if the floor is quarantined, then obviously you cannot get out of the house. But if there is a provision of going in your own vehicle to the doctor's clinic, then take a prior appointment, wearing mask, taking sanitization, everything in hand, then you should go ahead with the vaccine.
So Dr. Rishi Sangvi, when the child turns COVID positive, when a parent should get worried? In
Well-
which circumstances?
Well, firstly, when the child is COVID positive, they need to be in constant touch with their pediatrician.
Okay.
Certain things that the parent should bear in mind when the child is positive is if the fever is lasting for more than 5 to 6 days and it
Okay.
is not subsiding,
Okay.
or if the child's cough is not subsiding, or he's breathless,
Okay.
or the appetite is very low,
Hmm.
the child's liquid intake or the fluid intake is very less, the child is lethargic,
Okay.
the child is dehydrated, not passing urine adequately, then these are the warning signs wherein a child might require hospitalization. So
Okay.
you should be in touch with your pediatrician the moment you feel any of these signs or symptoms are seen in your child.
Okay. Thank you so much for such important information, and I'm sure most of you got pretty much update about COVID in children. Before we say goodbye to our viewers, would you like to give any kind of suggestion from your side?
Sure. Well, as the government has announced that from 1st May, the vaccination is going to start for 18 to 45 years of age, which I'm sure most of the parents are in this age group. So my advice to all the parents over here is whenever your turn comes, please go ahead and take the vaccination.
Right.
This is the only way that we can stop the spread of this pandemic and the corona. Of course, once you finish your 2 doses of the vaccination, that is not the end of the story. You need to wear a mask, a proper N95 mask covering the nose and the mouth. You need to maintain hygiene, social distancing and sanitization. This has to go hand in hand along with the vaccination. I mean, don't be under the false impression that I've got 2 doses of my COVID vaccine, so I will not get corona. Don't be under that false impression, please.
Alright. Thanks a lot for removing your precious time, and parents out there, if you have any other questions, do write in the comments. We will try to address it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.